तो बहुत बड़ा लिख के लाया यार, मैं क्यों मेरी भोपाल फिनिश वो नो अपने दो चार पेजेस
मेरा फोन पर है,
फोन
ज्यादा नहीं, फोन पर है।
क्या वही अनवेवरिंग कमिटमेंट वही आता है हाँ?
आपका नाम रिवाइज में कर रहे हो तो गलती से नहीं होगी। मेरे पास
Good afternoon, everyone. May I humbly request the Honorable Chief Justice for permission to commence the full court farewell ovation.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord. Welcome all dignitaries, honorable lordships, ladyships, former judges, all the honorable judges from the benches of Nagpur, Aurangabad, Goa, and circuit bench at Kolhapur. May I humbly request Shri Anil Singh, Additional Solicitor General of India, to speak a few words on this occasion.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, other honorable judges of this court, the Advocate General of Maharashtra, Shri Milind Sathe, the Chairman of the Bar Council, Shri Arshad Nimbalkar, other members of the Bar Council, President of the Bombay Bar, Shri Nitin Thakkar, President of the EAWI, Shri Prashant Redekar, President of Incorporated Law Society, Shri Nilesh Modi, senior advocates, members of the bar, members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. I congratulate Justice Mahesh Sonak on his elevation as a Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. Justice Sonak's elevation is without doubt a moment of pride for all of us. While his absence will be felt in Bombay High Court, it's equally a profound gain for Jharkhand High Court, which now welcomes a Chief Justice of immense wisdom and integrity. His experience and rich background in constitutional, civil, and tax law will certainly prove to be a greatly valuable addition to the Jharkhand High Court. Today we celebrate not only his achievement, but also the inspiration he provided to the entire legal fraternity. Justice Sonak started his practice in 1988 in the chambers of the then prominent advocate who later on retired as a Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, Justice Ribello. His practice was remarkably diverse, spanning commercial, civil, constitutional, labor, environment, and company law, each of which he mastered with clarity. As the additional standing counsel for the central government and a special counsel for the state government, he served with distinction, always in the interest of public. Before his elevation as a judge of the Bombay High Court, Justice Sonak's practice was so extensive that he appeared in majority of matters in the High Court of Bombay at bench at Goa. Upon his elevation to the Bombay High Court in 2013, I believe, considering his large practice at Goa, initially he was requested to preside at the principal bench of the Bombay High Court. He carried with him not only vast experience, but also judicial temperament of highest order. And yet, despite his stature, his humility has always remained a defined quality. In his court, we found patient and humble listener. All who have appeared before his lordship never felt uneasy, especially the young juniors who have always been encouraged by him to argue. In fact, I have seen on more than one occasion, he made juniors comfortable if they were nervous and helped them to prepare their case or present their case to the best of their ability. Though taxation was not his primary practice, Justice Sonak applied his formidable intellect to the complex field and was successful in producing verdicts which are not only meaningful and clear to the parties to the dispute, but also beneficial to the entire legal arena as it cut through the key issue raised, eliminating unnecessary background and elucidating well-established principles. An incident that I may share to show the hard work and the commitment which his lordship has. I was appearing in a NDPS matter in the Goa bench. It was a division bench matter where Justice Sonak was heading the bench. The issue involved was interesting, but did not have much clarity on the terms of judgment from Indian courts. We had researched and found judgments from other jurisdictions to support the stand of the agency. And we were confident that we had done extensive research and we are well prepared and there is no other law on the subject. But the second hearing of the matter, his lordship was providing parties with further judgments of other jurisdiction to consider and make submission upon, which both parties had missed in their submission. The judgments written by Justice Sonak are complete. His judgments are lucid, clear, and extensive. And whosoever reads his judgment would be in a position to understand the entire subject. He has always been adaptive and dynamic towards the trend in law. His progressive outlook was evident when he became the first person in Goa to register a living will, setting a precedent for others to follow. Today, as a bid him farewell, we bid him farewell from this honorable court. On behalf of all of us, I extend my heartful congratulations to Justice Sonak. May your tenure as a Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court be marked by wisdom, fairness, integrity, and continued service to the cause of justice. Thank you.
I now humbly request Shri Milind Sathe, Learned Advocate General for State of Maharashtra, to speak a few words.
My Lord the Chief Justice, all other honorable judges of the Bombay High Court at Principal Bench, Nagpur, Aurangabad, and Kolhapur, the members of Justice Sonak family, senior advocates, my fellow speakers, and of course, this evening's Utsav Murti, Justice Mahesh Sonak. We assemble this evening to bid farewell to one of our senior judges, Justice Sonak, on his elevation as Chief Justice of High Court of Jharkhand. On behalf of all of us, I first of all congratulate Justice Sonak on his tremendous achievement. I have known Justice Sonak for last over 35 years, first as a lawyer in Goa and subsequently as a judge of this honorable court. In Goa, Justice Sonak was one of the most popular and sought after advocate for almost everybody, individuals, laborers, farmers, villagers, or the big corporates from Delhi or Mumbai. Justice Sonak was friendly, amiable, courteous, and easily accessible lawyer for everybody, always thorough and well prepared both in facts and in law. Hailing from chambers of Justice Ribello, Justice Sonak has imbibed and inculcated all the qualities of his senior and other seniors from Goa, including being calm, composed, friendly, and absolutely ready at all times. Although Justice Sonak originally hails from Nagpur, he had made Goa, that is Konkan, as his home and has become true Konkani. It is said about Konkani persons that despite their stern appearance, they are sweet, soft, gentle, and tender as tender coconut. Justice Sonak truly personifies this description of a Konkani person. Justice Sonak is stern and yet unfailingly courteous in his court demeanor and conduct of court. He has dealt with almost all subjects from environmental laws, taxation, civil disputes, commercial disputes, administrative law, and constitutional law, the last two being his most favorite subjects. He has delivered large number of lectures in law colleges and other forums, his favorite subject being constitutional law and particularly the doctrine of basic structure of the Constitution. His tenure as a judge of the High Court is spectacular. He has dealt with issues with sensitivity which needed to be so dealt. He has dealt with callousness, stubbornness, and calcitrant litigants with iron fist. The law reports will bear testimony to his wide spectrum of judgments on subjects ranging from tax laws, both direct and indirect, land acquisition laws, where he injected new life and vision to Article 300A, family laws, where his sensitive and caring nature was truly visible, company and corporate laws. The field in which, however, he regaled was administrative law and constitutional law, where he struck a delicate balance between accountability of the state, protecting citizens, and recognizing freedom of speech and expression, particularly with precautions in digital age. Justice Sonak is pioneer, as mentioned by my learned friend Anil Singh, that he practiced the concept of living will, which is a new dynamic concept and need of the hour. Highlighting the Supreme Court guidelines for passive euthanasia, he registered the first living will, emphasizing personal autonomy in healthcare. As we bid farewell to Justice Sonak, we truly miss him as a judge of the Bombay High Court, yet it will be gain of judiciary in Jharkhand, and that court will be enriched with his vast knowledge and experience. In Justice Sonak, if I may say, we are sending our best and wonderful return gift to Jharkhand High Court, and the Jharkhand High Court will be truly enriched with Justice Sonak's presence as Chief Justice of that High Court. On behalf of entire legal community, state of Maharashtra, and on my personal behalf, I bid farewell to Justice Sonak, my friend Justice Mahesh Sonak, and wish him in his new tenure success in the new assignment and wish him good health. Thank you.
May I now request Shri Harshad Nimbarkar, Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, to speak a few words on this occasion.
Honorable the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, His Lordship Justice Chandrasekhar, Justice Sonak, all other honorable judges of the Bombay High Court, learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Shri Anil Singh, learned Advocate General for the State of Maharashtra, Shri Milind Sathe, Shri Nitin Thakkar, Shri Prashant Redekar, Nilesh Modi, senior advocates, learned members of the bar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure and honor to stand before this august gathering on behalf of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa to congratulate Justice Sonak on his well-deserved elevation as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Jharkhand. As members of the bar, we have closely observed his lordship's courtcraft. His judgments reflect balanced reasoning, sensitivity to human rights, and strict adherence to the constitutional principles. He has always ensured that justice is not only done, but seen to be done, an ideal that lies at the heart of our legal system. The most striking example of this judicial balance can be seen in his lordship's recent judgment regarding Jain Petit building and Metro 3 project. His lordship demonstrated true judicial statesmanship by becoming the first person in Goa to formally register a living will. In doing so, he breathed life into Article 21, reinforcing that the right to die with dignity is not just a theoretical precedent, but a practical human right. Justice Sonak has always maintained a respectful and harmonious relationship with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. He has delivered various lectures on constitutional law, basic structure, etc. in our continuous legal education programs, which we have organized in Goa, Mumbai, Pune, and at various places, both online and offline. Sir, on behalf of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, I wish you strength, wisdom, and good health as you assume this vital constitutional responsibility as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Jharkhand. Thank you.
May I humbly request Shri Nitin Thakkar, President, Bombay Bar Association, to speak a few words.
My Lord the Chief Justice and other honorable judges of this court, my Lord Justice Sonak, my fellow speakers, the members of Justice Sonak's family, senior advocates, and ladies and gentlemen. It is with mixed emotions, a sense of profound pride, and a touch of melancholy that I am here addressing this gathering. While we celebrate the well-deserved elevation of Justice Sonak as the Chief Justice of the Jharkhand High Court, we also realize the immense void his departure will leave in the corridors of the Bombay High Court. Justice Sonak's journey is a testament to the fact that merit, coupled with integrity and humility, finds its own path to the pinnacle. From his early days at Don Bosco and MS College of Law in Panaji to his 25 years of prolific practice at Goa Bench, he has always been a lawyer's judge. Since his elevation to the bench on 21st June 2013, he has demonstrated an uncanny ability to navigate the most complex legal labyrinths with ease. Whenever it was constitutional law, environmental law, or civil liberties, his lordship's judgments have always been characterized by clarity of thought, avoiding legalese in favor of profound legal logic, compassion, never losing sight of the human element behind the case file, independence, and his recent historic step of becoming the first person in Goa to register a living will speaks volumes about his progressive outlook and commitment to individual autonomy. As only the third Goan to be appointed as the Chief Justice of the High Court, Justice Sonak carries with him the hopes and prides of his home state. He follows in the illustrious footsteps of Justice D.D. Kamath and Justice Ferdinand Ribello. To the younger members of the bar, Justice Sonak was more than a judge. He was a mentor. In his courtroom, the silence of a constitutional functionary was never an option. He encouraged independent thinking and often reminded us that social and mass media
are driven by agendas, a lawyer must learn to think for themselves. His Lordship's patience was legendary. Even in the most heated arguments, His Lordship's consistent good disposition, as many of us can vouch, kept the dignity of the court intact. His Lordship proved that one does not need to be loud to be authoritative. Justice Sonak, as His Lordship moves from the coastal breezes of Goa and the bustling energy of Mumbai to the tribal heartland of Jharkhand, Your Lordship will take with you our deepest respect and affection. The Jharkhand High Court is gaining a jurist of the highest caliber, a scholar of the law, and above all, a true gentleman. We are certain that under Your Lordship's leadership, the wheels of justice in Jharkhand will move with newfound vigor and fairness. There are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are, you will always be in our hearts and in the precedents you have set for this court. On behalf of myself and Bombay Bar Association, I wish Your Lordship a glorious and impactful tenure as Chief Justice.
May I humbly request Shri Prashant Rehekar, President, Advocates Association of Western India, to speak a few words.
Good afternoon. Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Justice Shri Chandrasekhar, Honorable Justice M.S. Sonak, Honorable Judges of the Bombay High Court, former Judge Gautam Patel, who is also present over here, Additional Solicitor General of India, Sri Anil Singh, Advocate General of Maharashtra, Dr. Milind Sate, Chairman of Bar Council of Goa and Maharashtra, Sri Harshad Nimbalkar, Vice Chairman Uday Varunjikar, Member Vitthal Punde Deshmukh, and my friend, former AG, Dr. Birendra Saraf. President of Bombay Bar Association, Sri Nitin Thakkar, President of Incorporated Law Society, Nilesh Modi, respected senior counsel, members of the bar and colleagues. It is with deep respect and a sense of privilege that I speak today on behalf of the Advocate Association of Western India to bid a farewell to Honorable Justice Sri M.S. Sonak, who is taking a charge as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. Justice Sonak's association with the Bombay High Court has been both distinguished and impactful. His Lordship brought to the bench a rare combination of legal acumen, intellectual discipline, and a calm judicial temperament. His judgment demonstrated legal precision and were anchored in principle, clarity, and fairness. His Lordship Court was known not only for its sharp judgments, but also for a patience, courtesy, and fairness extended to every member of the bar. For advocates, especially young lawyers, His Lordship courtroom was a place of learning where legal arguments were heard with openness and guidance offered with grace, and that the guidance was offered with grace. Your Lordship, politeness never weakened the authority, rather it strengthened it. Lawyers often say that they learn not only a law in Your Lordship court, but also how to conduct themselves. Many young members of the bar have found encouragement in Your Lordship's court. A kind word, a patient hearing, and a calm question often gave confidence and reassurance to them. As Justice Sonak now proceeds to lead the Jharkhand High Court as its Chief Justice, we are confident that his vision, integrity, and administrative excellence will serve the institution with distinction, while we feel a sense of loss at His Lordship's absence over here in the Bombay High Court. We take immense pride in his elevation and wish him very success in a new constitutional responsibility. On behalf of Advocate Association of West India, I extend our deepest gratitude to Justice Sonak for his invaluable contribution to this court and for the inspiration and he has been to the legal fraternity. We wish Lordship good health, strength, and continued success in their new and distinguished role. Thank you.
May I humbly request Sri Nilesh Modi, President, Bombay Incorporated Law Society, to speak a few words.
I want the Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Sonak, Honorable companion judges of this court in all the benches of this court, Justice Patel, Chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, family members of Justice Sonak, learned Advocate General, learned Solicitor, Additional Solicitor General, President of the Bombay Bar Association and Advocates Association of Western India, my esteemed seniors and colleagues. We have assembled today on this auspicious occasion to express our deep appreciation and felicitation on the elevation of Justice M.S. Sonak as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. On behalf of the Bombay Incorporated Law Society and all members, I endorse the appreciation by all my previous speakers, and being last in line, I do not propose to repeat it, but I must say that his lordship's success is well known to everyone. Justice Sonak's elevation is a well-deserved recognition of his distinguished services on the bench, his independence and integrity. During his tenure as the judge of this honorable court, his lordship has discharged judicial duties with clarity and with keen sense of fairness, upholding the highest tradition of this august institution. Justice Sonak has during his tenure passed several landmark judgments and upheld the value of the Constitution. Having expertise in the Portuguese Civil Code, Justice Sonak has interpreted the code in many matters, particularly its relevance with the other laws prevailing in the country, including the company law. Recently, in a judgment, Justice Sonak with Justice Sitna emphasized that family disputes, particularly those involving inheritance, deserves a more sensitive and conciliatory approach rather than immediate resort to adversarial litigation. On a personal note, I have had an opportunity to interact with Justice Sonak in the meetings held during the COVID-19 period, as well as other administrative meetings, and have always found him to be courteous and friendly with a big smile. Apart from his calm demeanor and accessibility, I admire Justice Sonak for being the first person in the state to register a living will. In a Rotary function, Justice Sonak had explained the provisions of the requirements of a living will in a very simple and lucid manner, and one can watch that on YouTube. As His Lordship assumes charge as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court, we are confident that his leadership will undoubtedly further the cause of justice and enhance the stature of the Jharkhand High Court. On behalf of the Bombay Incorporated Law Society, we express our heartiest congratulations and convey our best wishes to Justice Sonak for a successful and impactful tenure as Chief Justice, and also further success in life and a very happy and healthy life.
May I most humbly request the Honorable Chief Justice to kindly speak on this occasion.
Esteemed Sister, Justice Revti Mohtedere, Chief Justice Designate of Meghalaya High Court, Honorable Justice M.S. Sonak, Chief Justice Designate of Jharkhand High Court, my esteemed sisters and brother judges of the High Court of Bombay, Dr. Milind Sathe, Learned Advocate General, Shri Anil Singh, Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Mr. Harshad Nimbalkar, Chairman Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Mr. Nitin Thakkar, President, Bombay Bar Association, Mr. Prashant Relekar, President, Advocates Association of Western India, Mr. Nilesh Modi, President, Bombay Incorporated Law Society, officers of the Registry, officers of the High Court Legal Services Committee and Mediation Committee, respected senior advocates, distinguished members of the bar, junior members of the bar, gracious ladies and the gentlemen. This is a proud moment of profound significance to celebrate and acknowledge the contributions of Honorable Shri Justice M.S. Sonak to this great institution, the High Court of Bombay. Born in the historic city of Nagpur and grown with cultural heritage of Goa, Justice Sonak had a distinguished professional career. With early education in Don Bosco High School, Panji, Justice Sonak graduated in science from Dempe College of Arts and Science at Goa. He obtained his LLB degree in first class from MS College of Panji and a diploma from Xavier Center of Historical Research in Portuguese language. It gives a fairly good idea how Justice Sonak had been keen to learn and endure himself legal and linguistic skills. As a student leader and General Secretary of the Students' Council, Justice Sonak introduced helpful initiatives such as a book bank. He inherited the values of his parents. His father was a helpful lawyer and the mother was a devoted doctor. His early experiences in life shaped his empathy, humility, and sense of responsibility, which he later carried on to his professional life. Enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in October 1988, Justice Sonak practiced primarily at the Panji bench of the Bombay High Court. He had a large practice in civil and constitutional cases, labor and service matters, environmental issues, commercial and tax disputes, company law, and public interest litigations. His works are marked by thorough preparation, clarity of thought, and fairness in approach. His professional abilities earned him recognition, leading to his appointment to various government law officers' posts. Those responsibilities reflected the confidence reposed in him as a lawyer of competence and integrity. Justice Sonak was elevated to the bench on 21st June 2013 as an additional judge of the Bombay High Court and confirmed as a permanent judge on 2nd March 2016. Since the day Justice Sonak took the oath of office of a judge of this High Court, he discharged his responsibility with sustained commitment, intellectual engagement, and great sense of justice and impartiality. He crafted his judgments after careful thought with a structural reasoning and a principled approach to decision making. His writings are marked by clarity, precision, and a balanced approach, navigating through complex questions of law, but always with a focus on practical consequences. The court proceedings in his court are marked by a distinct calm and courtesy, and he affords opportunity to the counsels to present their case. His temperament serves as a reminder that judicial authority need not be loud to be effective, and the dignity can be maintained by composure, patience, and fairness. Justice Sonak has always been alive to the human dimensions of litigation, that every case has a story, that behind every case is an individual who would be affected by the outcome of the case. His sense of awareness infused him and his judicial work with sensitivity, firmness in law, and empathy in application. Justice Sonak has presided over several benches, delivering landmark judgments across diverse jurisdictions. His judicial works reflect clarity in reasoning, balance in approach, and sensitivity to the facts of the case. In his remarkable career spanning over 12 years, Justice Sonak disposed of 33,500 cases and nearly 1,100 reported judgments to his credit. Justice Sonak made substantial contributions on the administrative side of the Bombay High Court. He discharged the administrative responsibility with seriousness and a sense of institutional duty. As the executive chairman of the Goa State Legal Services Authority from 3rd January 2019 to 13th November 2025, Justice Sonak provided effective leadership for the legal movement. In a judgment delivered and authored by Justice Sonak, an intricate issue of age relaxation dealt with by two earlier division benches of this court was resolved with great clarity. The full bench judgment authored by Justice Sonak held that in the absence of any indication to the rule or executive instructions, the provision as to age relaxation should be construed on non-cumulative basis and not on cumulative basis. This was held by Justice Sonak in the case of Maharashtra Public Service Commission versus Sunil Santosh Pawar. In another judgment, Pickle Limited versus Union of India, there was a challenge to the levy of GST under the reverse charge mechanism. The judgment authored by Justice Sonak held that while the legislature has the power to provide for reverse charge, such power must be exercised strictly within the limits of the parent statute. There are a series of landmark judgments delivered by Justice Sonak, and I may mention one more judgment in the name of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai versus Mahendra Builders. There was a dispute concerning a leasehold property and a building known as Mahendra Chambers, where the plaintiff had claimed possession pursuant to an assignment approved by the municipal corporation in 1986. This court, through Justice Sonak, held that the plaintiff was in lawful possession over a period of time, and his settled possession could not have been dispossessed merely by executive fiat. What truly distinguishes Justice Sonak is not only his judicial competence, but also his personality. Soft-spoken, gentle, calm and composed. He carried himself with grace and humility, qualities that enhance the dignity of fraternity. I remember my days with Justice Sonak when I had the privilege of working with him on administrative side. Our interactions were marked by mutual respect, openness, and thoughtful discussions. I have been greatly benefited from his insights and balanced views. I will miss his presence not only as a colleague on the bench, but also as a warm, dependable, and trusted friend. As Brother Sonak assumes charge as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Jharkhand, I am confident that he will lead that institution with wisdom, sensitivity, and a strong sense of constitutional duty. The High Court of Jharkhand gains a Chief Justice of exceptional quality and ability, and I am certain that under Brother Justice Sonak's leadership, the institution will prosper. While the Bombay High Court bids farewell to a judge who has left a lasting mark, we do so with pride and gratitude for his service to this institution and the nation. On behalf of all my sisters and brother judges of this High Court, and on my own behalf, I extend my heartiest congratulations and extend best wishes to Brother Justice Sonak as he takes on this new and glorious responsibility. May he be blessed with good health, happiness, and continued success in his service to the judiciary and the nation. I wish him every success in his new chapter of his life. May God bless Brother Sonak. Thank you.
Thank you very
May I now humbly request Honorable Chief Justice M.S. Sonak to respond to the farewell ovation.
much. Honorable Chief Justice, my sister Rivati Mohite Dheri, the Chief Justice Designate of the Meghalaya High Court, my dear sisters and brothers on the bench, Shri Anil Singh, the Additional Solicitor General of India, Shri Milind Sathe, the Learned Advocate General for the State of Maharashtra, Mr. Nimbalkar, the Chairperson of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Shri Nitin Thakkar, the President of the Bombay Bar Association, Shri Prashant Redekar, President of the Advocates Association of Western India, Shri Nilesh Modi, the President of the Bombay Incorporated Law Society, senior advocates of our High Court, the junior advocates, our Registrar General, his team, members of the bar, members of the staff, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your exceedingly kind words. I'm quite sure that I do not deserve all of them, but I'm conscious that these words reflect the largeness of your collective heart and the generosity of your collective expression. In that sense, these kind words are precious to me and I accept them with all the humility. At lunch today, I expressed that the seclusion of a judge's life, in the seclusion of a judge's life, the Honorable Chief Justices, sisters and brothers on the bench become a family. Therefore, I thank them again for this. Again, I think I would be failing in my duty if I did not publicly acknowledge the contribution of the various Honorable Chief Justices and our Chief Justice today, and my sisters and brothers on the bench for nurturing me in my early years of judgeship and guiding and supporting me till this day with a lot of love and affection. Thank you, dear Chief. Thank you very much. And thank you, sisters and brothers. I really appreciate you being there for me and my family in all good and not so good times. Thank you very much. As members of the bar and the bench, we share the honor and the privilege of working in and for this hallowed institution, the Bombay High Court. An illustrious court that can justly boast of nurturing some of the most outstanding lawyers and judges that this nation has seen. The privilege of working even in the vicinity of the path trodden by such legal giants cannot be anything but an humbling experience. But this institution is not about judges and lawyers alone. This institution is a monument that marks our collective resolve to serve we the people who seek justice. Here our commandment is, or at least should be, that thou shalt not ration justice. If those who knock at our doors are turned away because justice has become too slow, too technical, or too expensive, then all our learning and legacy will mean very little. We cannot allow our vaults of justice to run dry. The collective genius, the industry, the commitment of the bar and the bench must ensure that the vaults of our justice are never empty or drained. This is a collective and a cooperative effort of the bar and the bench. If either of us fail or falter, our institution, which we love so dearly, would become much poorer. The relation between the bar and the bench is inextricably interlinked, though our call of duty assigns us slightly different roles. Just as no river
can rise above its source, so also no judge can ever rise above the metal or the caliber of the bar that produces him or her. The bar is and has always been the judge of the judges, not in a spirit of hostility or in the sense of being judgmental, but in a spirit of guardianship. The bar is, as it ought to be, the moral, the spiritual, and the intellectual mentor to the bench. A judge, they say, is nothing but a lawyer who has been benched. A judge often reflects the study, research, courage, and forthrightness of the bar. On a personal note, I must admit that there have been occasions where I have fallen short, when impatience, irritability, and undue harshness crept in. These are not judicial virtues. These crudities must ideally not accompany a judge to the bench. These are black marks which even our black coats and gowns cannot hide. I plead guilty to these shortcomings and very much regret them. Though I am powerless to change the past, I can and I do express my sincere remorse. I am genuinely sorry and I am immensely grateful for this opportunity to say sorry. To the junior members of the bar, however, I wish to say this. If at times I have appeared demanding or exacting, it was never because I doubted your ability or your potential. On the contrary, it was because I strongly believed in them. So even though my methods could have been much better, today in your court, let me plead for an acquittal for want of any mens rea. As judges, we are conscious that dispensing justice is not about deciding which side has a better lawyer. Behind a mass of case papers presented to us, we are mindful of a human face, a face crying out for justice. Imparting justice to this face is our sacred duty. We are equally aware that the juniors at the bar are the faces of our struggling past, and it is through them alone that the dreams that we have for them can come true. Those of our generation may not have exactly succeeded in building a future that we had hoped for you. So, in our own way, we try to build you for the future. As President Roosevelt once said, we may not always be able to build a future for our youth, but we can always build our youth for the future. As judges, we do not deserve praise for doing what we ought to do. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes once bemoaned that the trouble with most of us is that we would rather be ruined by praise than be saved by criticism. Praising judges for their mythical excellence is fine. We all like to hear that. But correcting the judge, if he strays from the path of rectitude, is infinitely better and critically crucial. And here lies the great responsibility on a great bar. It is crime to remain silent when there is a duty to speak. In the end, our institution, which we deeply love and respect, will not remember the insults or even the beratings of our enemies. But it will be sad and difficult for our institution to forget and forgive the silence of the bar, whose members are its legitimate guards and guardians. This judicial tenure at the Bombay High Court, which is now coming to an end, is like a relay run, but mind you, not a relay race. There is this immense sense of gratitude for having the opportunity to be a part of this team. At this stage, there is no unfinished business on your mind. Fortunately, there are no reserved or unfinished judgments either. There is a clear sense that you have played your role without fear or favor and to the best of your ability as the judge's oath ordains. This judicial tenure, like a relay run, is essentially a team sport, not an individual event. The family members, the colleagues on the bench, the interns, the junior researchers, support staff, and above all, the members of the bar make this run possible. I express my deepest gratitude to all of them. In my experience, it is they all who have a lion's heart. I was only given the chance to roar. But now is the time to pass on the baton. You take the baton from a whole range of judges before you. You work to the best of your ability. You hope and pray that you don't drop this baton. Crucially, that you don't sully or stain this baton. And then you pass it on to judges who follow. The earnest hope is that you pass it on to someone who will run faster and a better marathon. I leave with this faith and with this hope. Without warning, I see that my dear wife Sangeeta is here. For a moment, Chief, with your permission, departing from the protocol of a public function, let me thank her for her sustained and unconditional love and support. Sangeeta, you took the role which you did not ask for and made it your own. Despite so many difficulties, always with grace, grit, and understanding. You are perhaps my greatest critic and therefore my best friend. Thank you very much, dear Sangeeta. I must conclude, but before I do so, I once again express my sincere gratitude to the bar for this honor and your immense grace and understanding. To my personal staff, I will not say what I could have done without you. I know for sure that I would have done very poorly. So thank you very much. I express my sincere gratitude to our dear Chief Justice and my sisters and brothers. As I said, in the seclusion of a judge's life and through the good and not so good times, you never made us feel that you are anything other than family. Thank you very much, dear friends. We wish you all the very best that life has to offer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord. With the kind permission of the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I declare the full court farewell ovation ceremony as over.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Next division bench पे जो आना उससे मिलेंगे आपको.
Sorry?
Next division bench पे जो मिलेंगे.
Yeah.